Hey, Doc, Upstone here for Doc Sports, and today is January the 7th, a Thursday, and we got another free pick for you. Had an easy winner yesterday on the New York Knicks for you on the free play, so that was good, taking us to 21-9 recently on free play, so that's good, and I believe, 150 winners in the last 220 days on free plays. An amazing streak. Okay, gonna try and keep it going yet again today with an NBA play. Speaking of the NBA, yesterday went 1-1 on plays, missed on Philadelphia, and it was disappointing. And it was disappointing not only just to lose, it was disappointing, missed it by 2 points. Okay, and knowing later, looking at the stats, seeing that other than Joel Embiid, who was 13 for 13 from the free throw line, the rest of the 76ers were 10 for 23. 10 for 23, and I lose because of that. Okay, so that happens. I went 2-1 in college basketball, but I did miss on the big play, which is on Wolford, who was woeful in the second half playing defense. Okay, now I want to share something with you, and as opposed to most people in this industry, I am one to admit mistakes. And yesterday I made one. An error of omission of sorts, but just wanted to share it because it's an important thing to consider, okay? And it's this, is I had a 6-unit play, which I lost on Wilford, but I had 3-unit plays on both Tulsa and Xavier, okay? So in that essence, though, even though I had a winning day, I lost, okay, because of the units. So lost, 0.60 in terms of units. And I'm going to tell you, you should never lose, okay, on that. And what I did, okay, besides not changing it, I actually had Michigan, which was the other Wise Guy free play I gave you. I had Michigan yesterday, but then when the line went up to 7.5, I just backed out, okay? And by doing that, okay, I cost myself the opportunity to have a winning day. I should have changed one of the other 2 games to a 4-unit play or whatever, 4 or 5, whatever it had to be. I should have changed it so that I would have avoided doing that, and that's money management. Okay, so that's the same thing as when you're betting. If you're 2-1, okay, if you're going to go 2-1, you should not have a losing day. Okay, just plain and simple. So I made the error. I admit it. Okay. I'm going to correct it going forward, okay? And that's something, though, I want to share with you so that you don't make that mistake, okay? I know it's supposed to be part of my job not to do that, but you know what? In real life, we all make mistakes, and I did, and I'm the first one here to admit that I did, okay? So we got that out of the way. Going forward, don't make money management mistakes because it'll cost you, all right? So simple as that. All right, let's get to today's free play. Speaking of Philadelphia yesterday, well, they're part of the free play. They're Philadelphia's at Brooklyn today. Now, Philadelphia, like I said, they were in a wild shootout last night against Washington. They won 41-36, despite missing some free throws. The amount of defense played, well, there wasn't any defense played, okay, last night. Let's be honest. The 2 teams combined to shoot over 55%. However, previous to last night, Philadelphia's defense had been quite good. They'd held 4 straight teams to under 40% shooting. Now, Brooklyn comes into tonight's game, having played Tuesday and blowing out Utah by 34 without Kevin Durant. This leads to this. Let's look to play under on teams like the Nets when the total is 215 or higher. After a huge blowout win by 30 points or more, against an opponent, in this case, like the 76ers, who have played 3 straight games in which both teams scored at least 100 points in those contests. Okay, these factors have produced a record of 46-15 under in terms of outcomes. So let's go under 226 with the Nets and the Sixers. So there's your free play for today. Okay, again, one thing I didn't mention, I do have best bets in both the NBA and college basketball today. So you can check those out at Docs. Get something going. NBA or college 27-18 now, 60% the last 45 plays. And of course, I'll have a big weekend. I'm finishing up the plays for the Super Wild Card weekend. Oh, and before I forget too, 2 things. Thing number one is if you'd like to hear some of my general information about the Super Wildcard Weekend, I will post that as a link in the comments section today. I did a podcast the other day, so you can hear that and listen to that if you'd like. And then also at Docs this weekend, since I've been here, this is the best deal I have heard about. This weekend only, you can get all of my plays in the NFL and college football, by the way, 50% off. Yep, 50% off. So that takes your price down to $50 for all the NFL and college football action. So take advantage of it. Okay, $50 off. It's the promo code is WILD50. I'll put that on the comment section also, so you can check that out. All right, so that's a little something extra for you there. Finally, okay, yesterday had a winner with Michigan. Wish I would have had the guts to take it from the Wise Guys, from the West Coast Wise Guys. And today they are looking at Colorado. I believe it's either -2 or 2.5 over Oregon. So that's the consensus play there. So there's your other free pick. So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. I'll be back tomorrow with more free play action. Until then, I'm out.